Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Vols will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Louisville's offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Man, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to...
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Caught over the middle. It's King. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Cardinals have this offense rolling. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Softened him up with the run. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, he leaves it with the back. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Tennessee! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he...
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. They want to run it left here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously came into this game prepared for the quarterback run. Linebackers, DBs, they're keying on him and just waited for him to pull that football, and you saw their ability to get hats to the ball quickly.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's King. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, 1st down here. Power football with the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cardinals are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Finally, on defense, looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. A strike downfield. Touchdown Cardinals. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team, led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin, would just steamroll teams. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Cooks. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Vols with the 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Right on the money.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great Vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him this time. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Runs through a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit forcing that incompletion.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Touchdown ball! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. Shakes off the defender. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Cardinals are on the move. From the gun, running back on the move. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give from the gun. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Cooks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Makes the catch. It's Cook. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Grab near the marker. It's Coffee. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Meadows. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Going to the run to start this second half. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Vols will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Rolls it in. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Gives it on the option. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. And the Vols really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Hard running there. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll run the option. Look out, he's got room. Past the first down marker and still running. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good. Still down by 6.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Calls his own number. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This quarterback part of their running game.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. Now the toss. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward. Gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Fires to the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He'll take it himself. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Cooks. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got a man. It's Thomas. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And he go back to work in the final period of this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Buying some time. brought down after a nice gain. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. They go to the counter. Inside the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Floating away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This crowd knows when to bring it. He'll keep it himself. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Cardinals back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Quarterback extends the play. Looking for the score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down cover. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And that one did not work.
I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots.
Touchdown, Louisville! A great catch and run for 6. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know that something
nothing but green grass down the middle. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. A potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. From the shotgun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Touch pass on the run. Oh, he's got headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Meadows. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Vols want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to the ground with the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. Powers through the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Vols moving quickly to the line. Last chance coming up. Fires to the wideout. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are, but when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.